Alright, hello there, welcome back to another wee bit different video. Today's video, we have a new all-star format. NBA and NBA PA announced new format for 2025 NBA All-Star Game. We're going to check it out. My thoughts on it, KD already hates it, so that's the first player who's really spoken out on that. But honestly, I think it looks phenomenal. And like I said, we'll get into the details. For those of you that don't know the details, we'll look at that and have our thoughts on it. And all in all, I think this is really good for the All-Star Game and the All-Star Weekend. Anyway, for the first time, the NBA All-Star Game will feature a mini tournament with 4 teams and 3 games. 2 teams will meet in one semifinal, Game 1, and the remaining 2 teams will meet in the other semifinal, Game 2. The winning teams from Game 1 and 2 will advance to face each other in the championship. For each game, the winner will be the first team to reach or surpass 40 points. Each team will have 8 players and be named for a TNT NBA analyst. The 24 NBA All-Star selections will be divided into 3 teams, 8 per team, and they will be drafted by Charles Barkley, Shaq, and Kenny Smith. 3 analysts will make their respective picks for Team Charles, Team Shaq, and Team Kenny live on TNT in the NBA All-Star Draft, which will be conducted Thursday, February 6th. What I really appreciate about that, in all honesty, is I wonder how Shaq is going to draft. I mean, this dude is notorious for loving, Giannis and strong bigs and, having his hater moments. So I'm kind of curious how Shaq's going to draft. All in all, I think it's going to be really funny because these guys are just a funny trio. I wish Ernie was in here one way or another, but I think this is the part that everyone can appreciate. The 4th team will be the winning team from the championship game of the Castrol Rising Stars. This is great because, I guess let me finish reading this out, and then we'll get to what I'm trying to say. The annual showcase of the top first and second year NBA players and NBA G League standouts, which will be played on Friday, February 14th during NBA All-Star 2025. TNT analyst and WNBA legend Candace Parker will serve as honorary GM of the Rising Stars champion, known as Team Candace. So I think this is great already because the NBA right now is having issues with having young faces really take over and really be the spotlight. With this, you're really going to put these young players into the spotlight. And let's be honest, if I'm a rookie or if I'm a sophomore and I'm playing against these all-stars, well, for one, I'm playing to win the tournament now at 100% because I want to be in the all-star game. Then you put me in the all-star game, I want to beat LeBron James, I want to beat Stephen Curry, I want to beat Kevin Durant. I'm going to be trying, and if they don't try, sucks for them because I'm going to beat them. And I want to have everyone on national TV watch me beat those guys, whether they're trying or whether they're not. And you're giving these young players spotlight that they haven't had like this, and that is just great idea. I made a video about Brandon Miller, low market team, the Hornets, and people know LaMelo, but they don't really know Brandon Miller. So I'm really happy for these younger players to have their spotlight and also see them try really freaking hard. The 4 NBA All-Star head coaches will come from the coaching staffs of the teams with the best regular season record in each conference up until February 2nd. The head coach of the leading Eastern Conference and the head coach of the leading Western Conference team will coach an NBA All-Star team, and an assistant coach from one of those staffs will serve as head coach of the Rising Stars team, and the other one coaching the remaining All-Star team. Each player on the championship team is going to win $125,000. On the second place team, $50,000. Third and fourth place teams, $25,000. So if you're LeBron James, maybe LeBron's not a good example because LeBron is notorious for being really cheap. But if you're, let's say Kevin Durant, you make a shit ton of money, $125,000 might not be enough of an incentive for you to go out and try. But if you're a first or second year rising star, you already talked about wanting to be in the spotlight and beating these legends. Now you're going to also compete for $125,000. Yeah, it is very safe to say that these rising stars are going to be competing. And I love it. I absolutely love it. Shout out to Gemini because I was really curious. I'm like, who would be on the Rising Stars right now? Victor Wembanyama, if he doesn't win the All-Star game, if he doesn't get an All-Star nod, would be on the Rising Stars. Jared McCain, if he's healthy by then. Stephon Castle, Jalen Wells, Zachary Rasasher, Dalton Connect. I'm a Laker fan, so that'd be cool. Yves Missy, Alexander Sarr, Zach Edey. That would be... Hopefully Jared McCain can get healthy by then. I don't know how long he's going to be out for. I know it is indefinitely, but if he could be part of that February lineup, that would be awesome. That would be great. Dalton Connect, I'd already be excited to see on there. And again, obviously these guys don't stack up against the all-star teams, but if they aren't trying, this Rising Stars team could be interesting. Obviously, it's not all these guys in the same team. I'm just giving you guys young players, again, first and second year players that could make up that team. You know, it's been a while since I've been able to enjoy an NBA All-Star game, and I really, really hope that this is, even if it's not a long-term solution, it spices things up this year, because last year sucked. The year before that sucked. You know, I think the traditional Western versus Eastern Conference teams just is boring. Nobody cares. The players obviously do not care. They've gone on record saying as much several different times. This way, if you're an NBA veteran, if you're an all-star, you want to get punked by a Rising Star, then you know what? Get punked by a Rising Star. But you know that they're going to be trying. So, we'll see. And I think the people that don't want to get punked are going to earn a lot of respect. You know, maybe it might not mean anything in terms of legacy because, I mean, let's be honest, All-Star games have never affected anyone's legacy as far as I'm concerned. Maybe there's a couple of people I'm not thinking of. But, you know, there's a lot of pride going on there, dude. Nobody wants to get punked by the newbies. It's just, I feel like it's just the most common thing. Let's say you're in the workplace, you've been working 10 years on your whatever job, and the first or second year person is just taking over, you know, doing his thing, and you're just like, oh shit, he's doing better than me. You might relate to that, you might not relate to that. There's some of you who really just don't give a shit about your jobs, and I'm not going to say that you're wrong for that. But what I am going to say is, there's competition in all forms in life. If, for example, this is another example. If you're playing a video game, me, myself, right now, I'm playing Marvel Rivals. If I got punked by somebody who just picked up the game when I've been playing it since release, I mean, I know the game's new, but I'm just giving you guys an example, I'd be a little frustrated. If I've been playing Call of Duty for years. If I got punked by someone who just picked up Call of Duty, I'd be pretty frustrated. And naturally, I want to compete. So hopefully these players look at it as, you know, a way of competing and a way of having some pride of not getting punked by the newbie. We'll see. As always, though, greatly appreciate you guys for watching. Let me know what you think. I think this is going to be phenomenal. I'm excited. Let me know what you guys think, though. I think this is going to be exciting. I think this is a fresh thing that we can have going on right now, where it's like, okay, finally, it's not these two teams just competing and whatever. No, we got these different teams where maybe you can't load manage the same because, hey, there's only 8 players on the team. So is LeBron really going to sit out the entire time? And granted, you know, if you're LeBron, you're like, why would I want to play? You know, I've put in my years, I've done my service, but it's only to 40 points. So something good to take away from that. You're definitely going to watch a lot more players. As always, though, I greatly appreciate you guys for watching. This is Ollie Been Different. And we out.